All right, folks, we are watching wrestling. Right now, we got a guy in a pretty sharp sport coat, Jason Bryan here. If you are floating around, you're watching the Street League, I'm here in the Speakeasy. The place is a wreck, so I'm not doing anything in terms of super special or anything. I've just got the screen up. I'm a little late. I got some dinner, so I'll try to eat not on the screen, and I'm going to be sitting here chatting. So if you're chatting on Facebook, if you're chatting on YouTube, Twitch, if you're on the Rockfin of things, we got to move the Rockfin chat over to where I can see it. Otherwise, I could actually put that in here. I could embed that somehow. But anyway, watching wrestling is something I'm doing here throughout the course of the year. We just sit around. If you're in there, we're going to drink some beers. We're going to watch some wrestling. All right. Billy Sims coming to the mat. Little Virginia action. So if you're in there and you actually want to become part of this, where are we at? Let's see, we can go how to watch. We can do that. Throw that up on the screen. If you want to watch, Zach's doing good things with Stalemates. He was on the show a couple days ago. But let's see. To join the group, join the show. There you go, madtalkonline.com/join. If you're a douche, I'll kick you out. But you're chatting in Rockfin, let us know. Like I said, if you're over on Rockfin, I'll drop the link in the chat, how to join. madtalkonline.com/join. That'll bring you into the waiting room. So again, not streaming it because that would be illegal. I'm not into that. I've got the chat interface open so you can drop something in. So basically, if you are in my Discord, madtalkonline.com, the patrons, you guys know the link. I'll jump that in here. So, again, we got Corby on the call here. I've got the audio down low. So, Becca and Billy here. Referees looking sharp in their shirts. Yep. Let's get rid of the, Brian, we can't see your shirt. So, let's get rid of that there. And let's get rid of that overlay while we're at it. Let's just zap that. So now we could, Coach Brian. Yeah, Brian sent me this shirt. So we're watching it. So 1-1-1. At least the 1-1-1s were the last time I actually wrestled a competitive match. It wasn't that competitive. Me and a bouncer from Crazy Charlie's wrestled. Right now, nothing doing here. Billy Sims, a Virginia native. I actually spent some time wrestling in the club program, or they were trying to get a women's club going at George Mason back in the day, probably, as Kevin McGuigan said on Twitter earlier, about 25 years ago. And while they never competed, she's been around the sport. Son wrestles, and Becca Roper, brother wrestled from a wrestling family and works for the Dan Gable Museum in Waterloo. So she's probably had the best coaching and training situation compared to anybody in Street League here tonight. I don't have the beers yet, folks, because like I said, I'm just still getting in. So if you want to jump in, madtalkonline.com/join. Where's my Discord guys at? Let's go over here. So we're live, folks. So Corby Van Deventer and Adam Feller's on here. So that means Corby will not get a word in edgewise. Turn phase. We're going folk style here, so 1-0. As I said, Becca Roper's brother wrestled at Emmanuel in Georgia. She's a Georgia native. Of course, the wife of UNI assistant Lee Roper, whom she just simply calls Roper. So I'll get the beers rolling here in a moment. Step away. I wasn't, like I said, I had, don't ever try to go to Raising Cane's in Shoreview, Minnesota on a Friday night to get dinner because you'll be waiting in line. It wraps around the building twice. Trying to back trip here. Uh-oh. Get the chat open over on Discord, so I'll get 3 beers deep, Greer. By the way, Greer, a member of the patron group here that they get some cool stuff. They get some gear. I don't know about that one, Austin. I don't know about that. There's a special Bader has a special type of octave that I think most humans cannot do. Um, definitely, definitely not something that's. I mean, it's authentic because Bader just loves it. So to copy a Bader takes some skill, and it's really hard to replicate. But first match, again, what's cool is it just what Zach's done here. Zach Vogel's done with Street League is just created something to where I have. By the way, I have no intention of ever doing anything like this. So don't get your hopes up. My only thoughts is maybe trying to get my weight down to like 97 kilos to enter the veterans and then, not wrestle. Need a, what's the word I'm looking for? You need an incentive. So we got Gardner Wheeler in the house. Of course, you can chat pretty much everything from wherever you're at. Your comments are going to show back up via Restream. Becca's got the length. Gonna drive it. Oh, she drives it over. Are you kidding me? What? She needs to settle back. Wow. Oh man. This is hilariously awesome. I don't mean hilarious like because it's hilarious. I mean it's awesome. Like, I mean we're not even 3 minutes into the whole event, and we're already got smiles from ear to ear. And man, by the way, let's see if I can get my see if this bad boy works. So there's the fridge shot, folks. That is the Speakeasy fridge that we're gonna get into here in a minute. I have to yell across the room, but the fridge shot. I stocked up today, so we're good. So, oh, she's got the half again. Oh, man. This is like one of the most competitive 7-0 matches you'll ever see. I mean, wow, that was fun. That was fun, man. I was going to be there. I was actually told Zach that I was going to come down, but oh my goodness, that's awesome. If you're watching, if you're not watching, you have no idea what the hell's going on. If you are watching, Billy Sims, who just won, she's a horseback rider. And I don't know exactly what she does in terms of what events. Oh, that's cool. They're out there scrap. She gave her a cowboy hat. A little bit of looks like a yellow rose of Texas. I don't know what's up there. I'm not going to pretend like I know what Billy brought to the table. I just know that Home Dude's wearing some, what's he got down there? It looks like we got some AJ. Oh, he's got some Jordan 4s. They look like the Oreos there. So those are pretty solid. I actually sold a pair of my my Jordans today. I sold the Travis Scotts, the ones that I bought for $150 and hit on sneakers. Yeah, sold. Made a pretty good profit on them today, if you know what I'm talking about. So we're going to figure out what's going on. I'll just let you guys chill and watch this thing. I'm going to go over to the Speakeasy fridge and pull something out here. Let's see what's cold in here. All right, that's going to be the win. The Leinenkugel's collaboration lager. Dylan's going to show up here. Let's get these. Make sure everybody knows who we're talking with here. Dyson Gould, the most Iowan, Pennsylvanian ever. Oh, I gotta throw some headphones in. Dylan, I don't know if your audio's on or not. I can't hear you yet. Gonna have to mute the audio. Well, not to mute the audio, but let's see. Let's try that in. I don't know, Dylan, you got me yet? Yeah, I don't hear Dylan on the screen, but he's on here. So, anyway. So, right now, like I said, I got the collaboration logger from Leinenkugels. See, how does that... can't really do that so much. I mean, who doesn't like Stacy's mom? That's awesome. Like my buddy Mike Swisher, a referee from Virginia, sings that in far. That's his ringtone still. And that song came out forever ago. So I didn't actually tweet this. I probably should. All right. Swisher is a southeastern Virginia ref, so about my area. He was the Peninsula Wrestling Officials Association guy. He also refs out in Fargo, so... Uh-oh. PA Power. Getting PA dirty. Uh-oh. Listen to Corby explain what's going on. Man, it's good stuff. So this is a collaboration, by the way, with a Hofbrau. So... What did they just throw on the mat? What was that? Yeah, Corby is definitely Willie found him, brought him into the wrestling world, and that's been a win for pretty much everybody. That has been a win for everybody. Oh, switched off the headlock here. This is dangerous. Listen to fellers. Corby wrestled and, loved the sport. Just didn't have any, actual official role. Could be the first fall of the night. Well, that would make sense because we haven't had a fall yet. Drift off screen here for a moment. Let's see. I don't really have anything that I can switch off here. Uh-oh. All right. Throw all, clean technique out the window here. These two are just throwing the kitchen sink at each other. This is fun. I'm going to take the headphones on right now because I don't need to hear them because we don't have anybody in the chat. What's up, T-Row? Uh-oh. Oh, it's close. Oh, wow. Oh, man. T-Row, you want to join in? It's mattalkonline.com/join. If anybody's in there. Wow, the Twitch thing actually showed up. Look at that. That actually showed up on the screen. Oh, wait. It shows up like that on Twitch. Anyway. There's T-Row. Oh, wait. It shows up like that on Twitch. Oh, yeah. And you got to... Yeah, you're bleeding through. You'll probably hear me. There's T-Row. Yeah, see? Yeah, you're...
Yeah.
It's the headphones, my friend. Headphones. But I do have a nice beverage. Ah, yeah. They're still here. They're right there on the ye old bar. I haven't opened them yet. That's right. He can't hear me. So. Caden Kramer. What do you say? Get some more beer? What are you drinking tonight? Greer's already told us what he's drinking. Like I said, I got the celebration. I'm going to need to untap this thing right now. By the way, this is kind of what I'm going to be doing all year. I like the walkout stuff. Move. Get out. No, that's not what they're playing. Oh,
is this better?
Yeah, that's better, T-Row. Let's see. We got you through. Like I said, I got the old celebration lager. I don't know if you saw. We got beer cams set up over here. Speakeasy fridge style.
Very nice. Are we good now?
Yeah.
I got headphones on.
Yep. I don't hear any bleed through. Yeah, I was rushing to get these things going, but yeah. So
yeah,
I was gonna put it on the big screen and sit at the bar, but I'm so junked up right now. I was stuck in the drive-through or the waiting for noodles and company. I've even got my dinner right here. That's not really great broadcasting.
No, it's not. It's bad broadcasting. I was not prepared to go live, but here I am. I did my wrestling changed my life interview today.
Oh, cool. Ryan Warner. So that'll be
it's fantastic.
In ye old newsletter at some point when he releases that. What do you got? Cool. What are you sipping on, Tony?
You know what I'm sipping on, and I did not plan this. It's Pliny.
It's, of course, Pliny the Elder.
Yeah, I mean, I said, it's like the equivalent of Pabst around my house.
It's your house beer. It's your fridge beer.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't say. It's funny because I think of you when I open these now because of that, but I didn't think. I forgot about you doing this live and jumped on to see Becca wrestle, scrambled to get it all set up, and then I've been working all day and need to shower and crap, but caught the match.
How about that? Like, it was like one of the most exciting 7-1 3-minute matches you'll ever see.
Yeah,
if not the most.
Yeah.
I lost a 7-1 match in 3 minutes once. That was the ODU intramural tournament when I in 2002.
Yeah.
Last time I actually wrestled a match.
Yeah. I actually still have paint on my face from painting an apartment. It's true. Somewhere.
We got cradles. What's your delay? Because I'm curious. Because again, we're not streaming anything.
I have turned off because the chat isn't here. I've turned off how I originally came through in the laptop.
Yeah, because I could actually I could probably crop the chat window and make it a separate source if I wanted to for what's in the crowdcast. But this is us. So this is us.
I can join the chat. I'm allowed to do it.
Well, the chat's on the screen.
Yeah, but can I respond?
Yeah, you can type it up.
Life is hard.
Yeah, this is probably the closest. Like I said, I was usually going to do it over there at the bar behind me, but again, I had a late start, so I just said, "All right, I'll do it off the desk."
Yeah, I don't have my setup up at all.
It's pretty good. I went with the collaboration because it's with Hofbrau and Liney's, which is Chippewa Falls plus Germany. Who could go wrong with that?
Cannot go wrong with that.
Well, he's trying to turk the leg, and Feller's just talking about his Nikes.
I had to turn those guys off.
Felter's facts. So what you see is actually got it all tied in. So if you're in the Discord, you can chat too. It's all tied together. Everybody's seeing everything. I wonder if who's sick of us talking this. So again, we're talking wrestling, watching Stalemates Street League. Just me and Tony hanging out.
They're just hanging out. It's how we do.
This again, this will be probably be my Friday night perch. Probably be sitting and watching it on that screen behind me. Oh, World Series is on. I could probably move the camera. No,
Uh, I don't need to see any of that. I am the biggest anti-Atlanta fan.
so you and
What do
Shane
you call
Sparks
that?
would not get along.
Can't stand the chop. Can't stand a second of it. Hate it. Not just because it's racist,
Well, you grow
just
up watching TBS, you know.
just
There were
like
some bad teams. Like that's why I can't really hate the Braves because they were just so bad when I was growing up. It's like why do you can't hate the last place team? They're last place. It's like that's why you can't hate the Twins. Except for what 87 and 91. So 7-3, we're going to the third.
oh, that guy's gassing hard. Black is gassing hard.
Everybody's going to gas hard. Imagine if you who would
Yeah.
you want to wrestle in one of these, Tony? Not saying
Nope.
you're going to, but
Uh,
if we could talk you into getting on the mat with somebody, who would it be?
nah, it's not gonna happen. My shoes are encased in gold. I'd retired. But no, I don't have any. I don't have any anybody that like I'd want to scrap with. For a while, one thing I wanted to do, and I kind of have access to the senior level guys. Is like, and this would be super painful, but it's like, hey, could you hit that move on me? And not just like Burrow's blast double because I'd break my nose and probably every bone in my body, but like Hildebrand shrug, or for a while it was Spencer Mango, not like a Spencer Mango throw, but he was doing something, maybe just pummeling or what does it feel like, to kind of feel that moves that maybe wouldn't break your bones. Um and i i have access, like I probably could ask, like, or I don't know, you could get thrown by Clarissa Chun or something like that, but I'm so out of shape that I would be embarrassed to even get on the mat. And I mean just in like the practice room. What about you? Do you have someone you want to wrestle
No,
stay?
because the last time I stepped on a mat was painful for pretty much everybody.
Yeah. I'll
So,
tell you this, I would not put on a singlet. Even if I
oh,
lost a bunch of weight, I would
last time I
not
put on a
put on a
singlet was
singlet.
the last time I put on a singlet.
Yeah. I really think the veterans should wrestle, and
The two piece,
that's yeah,
the
for
doublet, the double, whatever it's called.
maybe overalls.
I don't know. I mean, we might see that tonight. We are watching wrestling in Iowa. It's a 9-5
True.
lead for. Here's the thing. I'm watching this just to watch it. I don't really know who anybody is except obviously a couple of the folks. But what do you think of the referee shirts? I feel like it's like somebody's playing golf.
Or worse. Yeah. And I don't know why I mean, for this, they shouldn't have two referees. The referees get in the way of photos.
Well,
So
it's
it's like,
as the angry photographer chatter here.
oh yeah, totally. It's like, yeah, they really don't need two referees
You
for an
really pissed
exhibition.
people off with the whole red mat thing, man. I didn't
Oh
realize that would.
really?
No, no, I'm just.
Oh.
Although I've
Well,
seen people now take pictures of red mats and tweet at you.
yeah, I mean, what are the odds that Super 32 is gonna their second primary, they have their primary mat, which is nice, and then their second mat to that, and then, they have 25 of them, but the one right next to it is just all red. I was just cringing. Felt bad for the photographers. I don't know how to message. I can only private message.
No, you can. So, do you have the chat window down here at the bottom?
Yeah.
Should be able to work. Oh, see, that's
So
me. Yeah, I saw
yeah,
that.
how do I how do I
You don't have
mess?
another chat window from the public view?
I don't have a public view. There's a there's a window to the right of that, but that just opens up it's a help window or something.
Yeah, but it depends on how big you got it, but that's odd.
Oh,
Maybe if
I,
you're
I
in
mean,
the room, you don't have a chat.
I see the chat. Yeah, I think that's what's going on.
But I can chat. But I'm the
You're the
admin,
boss.
so who knows?
I'll just tell you what to chat. Hey, chat back at.
Hey, if they're in the chat, they're watching, they can hear you.
Oh, true.
Yeah, they know everything you're saying right now.
Bismarck
Oh my
189.
goodness, the
Oh,
Penny Hardaway jersey.
wow.
Oh man, I'm rooting for that guy.
I need to hear the walkout music. That's the best part. Do you get bleed through when I do that?
No.
Great.
See a lot of Virginia's for Lovers shirts out there. Pretty sure who they were rooting for.
Yeah, they're in the background right now, actually.
See what we got coming up. What would your walkout song be, T-Row?
Something by the Grateful Dead.
Going
I'm
for
joking.
firing people up with that one, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm
Well,
getting them.
One
Them
way
to
or the
sleep.
other.
I don't know yet. I knew that you put me on the spot. I knew this. I thought about this for a while. Maybe by something by Led Zeppelin or something like that. I don't know. I need to think about it. What about you?
Uh, Absolutely, without question, either "Bring the Noise" by Public Enemy and Anthrax or "Bulls on Parade" by Rage, because we came out to that in high school because we were the Bulls. Just angry, or maybe "Walk" by Pantera is always like kind of like the always. That's the one when I hear it in the car, I just roll down the windows, crank it up, and be that 42-year-old guy in the crossover SUV ripping 90s era Pantera.
Nice. I love that you say absolutely without any question and any list 3 songs.
Yes, but first is
Nice.
going to be "Bring the Noise." If for some
Alright.
reason they had a problem with Anthrax, I do have backups.
Nice. Oh, Bismarck loves the Rush shirts. Go Bismarck. Maybe we'll get you one. It's kind of like a Hawaiian shirt threw up on a golf shirt.
Reminds me of like that. That's kind of how Hop Slam, which is out of I think it's Bell's Brewing in Michigan. They have this. It's they when they were marketing it a couple years ago. They did a YouTube video. It's like Hop Slam is like if your cat ate a bag of weed and pissed on the Christmas tree, because it is so freaking pungent and
Got it.
piney and hoppy, and it's just like I remember drinking one. I was like, oh God. 5-2 lead for inside trip. Oh, the dude who didn't wear the Orlando Magic jersey. That's the one thing that we need to talk to Zach and see if we can get some names on the screen, because I don't know. Again, I feel like an idiot watching wrestlers I don't actually know on site. So
I think my feed's a little ahead of you. I have news from the future.
okay, it's slightly ahead of it. Oh, feller's talking about money. You guys are in the chat and you haven't introduced yourself. Tell us where you're watching with us from, because just kind of 30 minutes in BS and I'm one beer. I actually need to switch off the screen here so I can actually finish my dinner.
Can other people hear me? Bismarck
Yeah.
said nope, can't hear you.
Well, that was
Tony.
earlier.
Oh.
I think you're good now. Everybody hear Tony, right?
Oh, you know what? I just scroll up. Okay. Oh, I feel like my mom sometimes with technology.
I could probably mute my while I'm chewing. That would probably be good too.
You know, the collars on the official shirts are very weird. The the lapel on the collar comes almost straight across, and the V, the first button, is very pronounced. It's such an interesting cut on that shirt. And what it's it's like the American flag and the USA Wrestling logo, something like that.
So Corby is giving a pretty good breakdown of what is going on everywhere in this place. I was going to go down for this. I actually said that before I think Dylan jumped in initially. Actually, it was his podcast that mentioned your dad was Scott Green a couple weeks ago.
Ah,
And then when Scott was in here in the speakeasy, we got
that
done.
was
He
a good
goes,
one.
crap, I forgot to talk about Tony's dad. So,
I was waiting for it too.
well, we ended up we ended up talking about Wings and Wegmans, man. I mean,
I heard the whole thing. He's got a silky, deep voice. Made me feel good about myself.
anyway, they stopped it on the low leg cradle. What do we
You
got?
know, his story, like it dawned to me, like I just don't know I didn't realize that Dake wrestled at what was the club that he coached?
Shamrock.
Shamrock, and that Dake wrestled at Shamrock, and like I just had never put all that together.
Yeah, and he coached JP O'Connor in high school.
Yeah, and that I didn't realize that Ithaca and Binghamton were pretty close to each other.
Oh, moment of silence for
Bismarck. Who is that?
oh, he's one of our patrons. He's him and I are actually from Virginia. His brother beat my teammate at the state tournament.
Nice. Way to go, Bismarck. Thanks for your support. Thanks for supporting JB. Oh, backflips. Caught the cameraman by surprise. Can't do that. You got to follow the athlete. That's the mantra. Got to follow the athlete after the action stops. One guy at Worlds caught me by surprise.
There we go. We're back.
So all right, hold on. We got walk up music. Oh, nice. Nice, dude.
Uh-oh. This is why it's fun.
Biggie
because
would be great. I like Biggie a lot.
I was thinking about that today. Like when Victoria Anthony starts her MMA career, be like,
Biggie Smalls.
Vicky, can't you see? Sometimes your inside trips just no. But she likes to be.
Nice.
She don't call her Vicky like in an official capacity. She will. It's Victoria.
Oh yeah.
She got me on that at Rochester a couple years ago. Oh, this is Tyler. Yeah, this is Zach's producer.
Has he wrestled before?
I don't know. I mean, you don't really work in wrestling if you've never actually wrestled before, right?
That's a fact.
I mean, you have to have some semblance of it.
Have we seen Zach at all? Has he been on camera?
Not yet. I mean, when you run these events, people never actually see you.
Yeah.
Look at that. There's a sweet mullet back there, but then again, we're in Des Moines, so.
Somebody got clubbed there. Oh. See that official in the way? It's coming
out of the way, Peck.
Right well, I learned at Iron, the very first Ironman I was at. The official stood. They actually did like local television broadcasts, and so there were like decent sized cameras, and I was sitting kind of underneath / next to the camera, and there was an official that planted himself right in front of the camera. And the camera operator, just yelled to the official, "Camera!" And the official moved. This is in 2006. I have used that a lot. And now I use it. Sometimes I yell it. Sometimes I think it very loudly. But it's actually been effective before. But it helps to be near an actual like larger TV camera.
Yeah, it can't be like some mom on the side with a point and shoot.
Yeah, exactly right. So like that instance where it's like they're trying to do a live broadcast and the dude's just standing there, camera.
I've heard clear a lot. Clear. With they put an
right.
X on the mat and clear. A lot in Fargo. We used it in Fargo a lot.
That's good. Right. I'll use clear or refresh. So somebody actually sent you a calzone?
Oh yeah, dude. So Bismarck did. So there's a restaurant that we'd go to after the state tournament which where I grew up is 4 hours away. It's on the other side of the state. So our single A and double A before we went to like 15 freaking classes that Virginia has. We'd go and we'd always finish freaking second to Grundy, which is where Dresser was coaching before he went to Christiansburg and Virginia Tech. And we'd go to Mac and Bob's afterwards. Just every year, that's where we went. And they're known for their calzones. So I guess last year, I was talking to John about the calzones. And actually, Allison Schwab used to work there like back in high school. So,
Nice.
so there's like, we're all connected. And then just next thing you know, John had talked to the owners and they found a way to basically overnight me frozen calzones from Mac and Bob's. Got 4 of them and they were freaking awesome.
Wow. Allison and this guy, Bismarck.
Yeah. His name's John, by the way.
John. Hi, John. So a calzones always kind of confuse me because it's really just like a pizza folded in half,
over, yeah.
sealed up, sauce on the top. I don't know. I guess that's not confusing. I could go for a calzone right this minute. John, could you send me one real quick? Maybe in the metaverse, you could send me one soon enough.
I mean, it's probably gonna happen. I'm thinking. I don't know. I got nothing to really. I could zoom in on I move the camera to zoom in on the bar where you and I are both in the picture, but I don't know.
You and I? You mean Northern Iowa?
No, I mean like the World Championship photo.
Oh.
Because have you seen how I've got your picture set up?
I think so. I think you showed me.
I have to figure. I'll do that when I get a chance to actually eat. Because my buffalo chicken mac and cheese is getting a little cold here.
Are you going to make me announce?
No, we're watching wrestling. Everybody's watching what we're watching.
You just
in
fall
theory.
Into, yeah. No, that's all right, John. I mean, I need one like literally this minute.
I think I'm gonna have to I'm gonna readjust some things here. So let's do. I think I can still hear you.
I love the guy chilling just in the background, just like laying on the mat with a.
Well, it's like that looks bad when you're a referee, like between sessions at tournaments. Like referees stop laying on the mat. Sandy hates that.
I have news from the future. This guy's mustache is going to leave an imprint on the mat. Oh. Man, I haven't had a calzone and I literally can't remember. I don't know why I don't go to them. They can be doughy. You know what I mean?
They can be. So that's where I've got the picture figured up.
Oh yeah, I love it. Does that wheel spin yet?
It's not a wheel yet. Tyler got beat.
Yeah, he did. He got pinned.
Okay, I'm like, am I frozen? My screen looks weird. Oh, wrong button. There we go. So that's the wide. That's the bar where I'm sitting. I would be sitting normally. That's where I was sitting with the Scott Green interview. We were talking about this guy's shoes, the MC. He's got some Jordan 4s. I think they're the Oreo.
Is that a big deal?
I'm just getting into shoes. I'd say it's pretty good.
I like your shoe rack. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just ordered them the other day. Sold a pair. Sold that Travis Scott pair today.
Oh man. So what do you keep the boxes and the packaging and wrap it all up?
Yeah, the boxes are all in my closet. I think I can actually get a shot of the old sneaker wall. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go an angle over there.
What is that? Just like a Container Store?
Similar. I didn't want to go full Container Store because they don't do the side profile like these do. So,
right, gotcha.
The Container Store goes like front. You're looking at the heel.
Yeah, gotcha. Hey, you got your Riedel glasses out. That's cool.
Yeah, I haven't put them away yet. I got to build a rack for them.
Yeah, just put them in with the shoes.
Yeah, I got them set up. I got the Olympic shoes, 2 Olympic shoes on the top. Well, I go Olympic, Snyder autographed, Combat speeds, burrows, 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 burrows.
Oh, those are Burroughs autographed.
No, those are the red ones are the 2-pack. The you could get the cross trainers and the
Yeah,
uh, JB Elite 2s. So I bought them. Actually, got a Worldwide Sports Supply, I think, is where I got them. They were hard to find. And then all three of the so I got three of his individual cross trainers, and then the Snyder shoes are autographed. That's why they're facing that side. That was part of the initial Rudis run of the first shoes,
this
but
guy
he
in red
signed the
totally.
other side. So
Sorry to interrupt, but the guy in red, I don't know how far ahead of you I am. His sister's in his corner, and his sister puts out. Oh, what's going on here? Wow, Jesus.
what? That looks like me wrestling, dude.
Is this so? There's a lot of novices. Is that what we're?
Well, it's not the cleanest.
Anyway, the guy in red, like his sister's in his corner, which is really cool. He starts taking his shirt off, and she puts her hands out to like for high fives. And then he takes his time taking off his shirt, and then he takes off his shorts. He never actually gives her like a high five. He totally disses her. She laughed. It was lame. Oh wow. They need cold spray. Did you hear Burroughs say that
I was
cold
just
spray
about to bring that up. That gold
Yeah.
spray is worthless.
didn't do shit?
That was actually really good. I'm sitting there. I mean, usually they don't really have that many interviews on FRL anyway, but that whole segment with Burroughs on, man, he is so polished and so freaking just. Every interview he does is worth listening to, and you might hear the same stuff because he does. You know, he gets asked the same question, but man, that was freaking good.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I think he just has a natural ability and acumen to phrase himself and articulate himself perfectly, really, or very well.
He's got the charisma.
Yeah. Well, he thinks about this stuff a lot, and I love that he walks that tightrope between being fully arrogant and really confident. You know, like it's sort of like when he talks about his legacy and how many wins he has, or just that he's like the greatest at this or that. It's like it kind of anybody else, you'd be like, well, that's a really arrogant thing to say, but then you're like, well, he's not lying. He's allowed. It's if you're great at something, you're allowed to, and it's a fact, right? You're kind of allowed to mention that. If you're not great and you say you're great, then you're a you know d-bag. But um, yeah,
I'm
controlled
just happy
arrogance.
people have kind of stopped like, oh, you need to be humble. Like, shut up, okay? There's a reason it wasn't very marketable in the old days is because it wasn't very marketable in the old days. You know?
Yeah, I mean, time and place. There's a time for humility and a time for confidence. And when you're on a podcast, it's probably a
You're
good
the
time to be
subject of the
confident.
podcast. You're supposed to talk about how great you are, right?
Yeah, and it's yeah, but he's super honest too. He doesn't, and this is the kicker. He doesn't make excuses. If he loses, and he's not sitting there saying like, "Well, I only lost that match because." He shapes it so well, and he's just like, "Yeah, I've done well." I don't know. I Cold Spray slander. I love Cold Spray, and there are folks. Eric Olenowski hates it. Like, I'll take photos of it. I mean, there are times where it's just like a full on, fog around the athlete. I love it.
I mean, that
It's
can't be
the
good
funniest
for your
thing.
cardio with inhaling that stuff that
No,
close. I mean, there's probably nothing about it that is good for your lungs.
no.
That was a failed throw attempt. Oh man,
Yeah.
Fellers is just he's out of control. So Fellers lost his phone one time in Rochester at the tournament when I was announcing it. That was it I don't even know what the heck it was called. It was like a qualifier for the world team. Like it wasn't a last chance, but it was, I don't know. I don't even know what it was. And the phone rings. I pick it up and he's like, "Hi, could you tell my stupid husband, Adam Fellers, to come pick up his phone because he's an idiot," or something like that.
Nice.
So, yeah, I didn't exactly say it like such, but he got his phone back. Yeah, I was going to drive down for this, but I'm in Little Rock next week and then La Crosse the weekend after that.
Was it 7 turns? And you were like,
That's a good point. Actually, I wonder how
do
many turns it
6.
is because it's like literally I could get. Hold on, let's see how many turns is it to the.
Well,
I
you
can
know how
figure
many
this
turns
out.
to get the freeway.
Right. So 1, 2, 3. Does an on ramp count as a turn?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. 4, 5, and now 5 means I'm off the interstate in Iowa
Yeah.
because I live right off of 35.
So under 10 at least.
Definitely under 10 turns to get there.
Do you know where the actual venue is?
Yeah, because this is right next to where it's on the same place where the NAI championships were held. So they're at the Iowa State Fairgrounds. This is a different building on the fairgrounds.
John, good point. I think for me, it's the difference between confidence and arrogance, right? Arrogance to me has more negative connotation than confidence, and that's why, like, I think the way that Burroughs shapes and crafts his message, like when he's saying stuff like that, because you've heard him say things straight up like I'm the greatest at X, Y, and Z, or saying things that I think in any other way, and you have to contextualize it in terms of his whole narrative and what he's saying in a conversation. I think that he does an amazing job of that, of and that there are probably some people that just think he's completely arrogant. Like that's going to happen. It's a big world, and there are a lot of people that interpret what you say differently. But I don't see it that way. I see that him just riding that edge of like, having just a lot of confidence and speaking truth, right, and not being afraid to speak to his accomplishments.
I'm almost done switching the screen because I'm almost done with dinner here.
All right, it's going to be time for me to. I got a couple more matches, and then I got to figure out.
What do you think if I were to rock a white sport coat like that?
Don't do it, man.
Oh, Stalemates hat. He is definitely on brand. Flat bill. What'd you do to prepare for Street League? I drank a 6-pack. Man, how bad would that be if you had to slug a beer between periods? Kind of like the beer mile, the beer match.
Not good.
Yeah, that'd be coming right back up. So yeah, we're gonna do this probably since I don't need to. I mean, everything's on Big Ten Network and stuff, and now I've got Hulu plus live TV and all that stuff. I can have the screens up and just kind of sit back and drink beers. So, like I said, we tried it last year. This one's kind of weird because we don't know anybody really that's wrestling. So I feel like this is again haven't had that perfect setup yet because last year I didn't have the camera angles, I didn't have the switchers, I couldn't do this. I didn't have the double screens, I didn't have the standing desk. I was still building things up.
Right on. I need to. Yeah, this shirt. Don't tell anybody, but I've had it on for 2 days. I need a shower bad.
My wife today goes, "You gonna shower today?"
Right.
I mean, I work from home, so.
I need to pause for a second. I need to re-up on my bevy, and I need to talk to my wife about dinner. So
Oh, we got okay. We got
the intermission.
Austin's gonna let us know. So we got Zach's up next, huh?
Zach is up. I missed that. I was talking over.
Oh, in the chat, Austin's like the Hebrew Hammer, Zach Goldrosen's. Oh, 10-minute break. You got 10 minutes.
Yeah. Right on, dude.
So I should do a "We'll be right back" graphic.
There you go.
Let's see.
All right, I'll see you in
How
a
do
bit.
I do that? We can drop Tony off. He doesn't need to be. So we got that. We'll bring Tony back on. So anybody who wants to jump in during the break, let's see if we can. Also, folks, one thing to consider is, again, I've got the technology to put the chat a little bit across the screen so it's not taking up so much. This is Restream, so it's like super easy, not as crazy on the delay with the graphics sometimes, just audio routing being what it is. So I can do a lot of this stuff. This is easier if I'm going to have guests. But again, we'll be right back. 10-minute intermission at Stalemates Show. And then we got Barbarian Apparel hooking it up on these guys too. So Josh Sasfi, he was I saw him in Norway. He's rocking the Team Denmark stuff. Barbarian Apparel. They sponsored the Matt Boss podcast for a long time. That was on this network. But I think I need to re-up a beverage. I need to go behind the bar and get myself a glass. Yes, there's a bar back here. The place is a mess. Where's my good glasses? They're over here. So again, the 20-ounce Matt Talk pint glass, which is not actually a pint, but this bad boy will fit your tall beers and not leave any left over. So again, well, I've had a lot of Matt Talk. So right now we're going to go with, this is the 255 in Maine. Let's see if we can see it right here. I got to work on the depth of field isn't really helping because I don't have autofocus. It's Minnesota's Amber Ale. So here's the point. You want to get these, you can, there's a couple ways to do that. Let's just start with, become a patron. And yes, I will. If you're a jerk in the Discord, I'll kick you out. But anyway, so this is your normal tall craft beer, right? Here is your abnormal glass. Most glasses, I should have used 2 glasses, but then I would have had to drink 2 beers fast. We're doing the pour down center. Oh, look at that. And that's the whole beer. Now, it looks a little, not a whole lot of head on that one. But again, Waconia Brewing, Waconia, Minnesota. That is Mac McAnally. If you've heard of him, that beast from Minnesota. He's from Waconia. That's how we do that. I am a craft beer snob. So let's try that. It's an amber ale. Well, I forgot to take a picture of the can because Untapped is... I'm that guy. I'm that guy that takes a picture of all his beers and stuff. Hour into the show. We're intermission, so Zach's doing pretty good here on his timing. I can only imagine what this after party is going to be like because Des Moines is a good beer town too. Got El Bait Shop. You got Iowa Tap Room. Highly recommend it. Des Moines is a good town anyway. That's good. That's good stuff. I like the dark beers anyway. I got some KBS in the fridge I just picked up. So if you're into that potent stuff, I got you. John, I can tell you how many days I've had Matt Talk stuff on. Although behind me there, it's like, again, we got... Actually, I should probably move that out the way, too. I move stuff around in the speakeasy. Just like any cool man space, you gotta move stuff around. You could see the flight paddles that were made by the late Gut Wrench, a.k.a. Travis Carley. He passed away a couple weeks ago. He made these for me, and they're prominently displayed. The flight paddles. You want to talk about how cool the wrestling community is? One of my listeners made this. Did one for Hager's Happy Hour, did one for Blood Round. I mean, really? This is the type of people we have. And sadly, I want to raise a glass to Travis because I haven't actually had a chance to do that. But yeah, man. I mean, I got a full set of these. And they've been used twice. So we had some people over, Richard Immel and his wife Amanda, who are expecting. Congrats to them. Pretty much, almost, I would say any day now. But you know how some of those things go. Those of you that have had children, and those of you that have had wives that have had children, just came over, and then had some of my wife's family came over, just moved back, and they're into the craft beer. So we had it. By the way, let's see. That's how you can get that. Let's go back to people if they want to join in. You can do so. Bye there. Intermission. Just me and Tony Rotundo right now. He's going to dip out in a bit. Got the chat open here via Stalemates. I'll pop these things back over here. We can put it back in there. Come on. Get in the hole. Actually, still got people watching, which is amazing. Wonder which streams died out. That's the one thing I'm looking at. I'll probably have to go over. I do need an intermission splash. I don't know if I have one. Need that Indian head, like the Truman Show, and the rank or the ratings were like the highest they'd ever been. So if you're watching on Rockfin, thanks. There's one of you other folks that are doing it. All right, Austin's in the house.
That's right, baby.
Yeah. So what took you so frippin' long? I don't know.
I couldn't find the webcam, so I don't have it mounted on my PC. So
You said mounted. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I had to get in here for at least Zach's match.
Oh yeah, I mean the Dylan Danis Slayer. I mean we gotta.
That's
I mean
right.
we are totally Team Gold Rose in here. Sorry
Absolutely. This is
to the other
Gold
duties
Rosen
wrestling.
house.
I feel bad not know. I'm supposed to be impartial. Screw
Are
that,
you?
dude. Tony's back in. Hold
I
on.
don't think you have to be.
There you go. T Rose in the house.
Yo. What's up? I got a salad.
You got a salad?
Yep.
So now it's a party. Actually, it's the party. Not the first time. I'm still finishing the mac and cheese from an hour ago. It's totally not good. Yes, that cutaway means I'm actually chewing, and I muted the mic, so nobody wants to hear me chew on the mic.
I do.
Tony, I think I don't know if on your interface from the user respect, if you hit the letter M on your keyboard, if it mutes you or not. I think it should.
Yep.
Or I can just mute you. You can't do a thing about it. Yeah, now you can.
John Watchin on the video.
It's MattTalkOnline.com/join. Unless he's on his phone or something. I don't know.
He keeps typing /joint.
What? Oh.
He keeps typing /joint, thinking that something's going to get delivered with this calzone.
Oh, well. So, Tony, you were away when I cracked open my second one here. I've got the Waconia Brewing 255 in Maine. Nice. Minnesota's Amber Ale. This is solid.
I like an amber ale.
I did pick up some Kentucky breakfast stout while I was at Total Wine earlier. Oh, we're back.
Oh, here we go. It's time.
It's Time.
This has been the most fun lead up to any match of all time, at least at this level.
I mean, these promos were freaking lights out. Hilarious. I'm going to turn it down, put the headphones on. Make some noise. I want to see Hazard wrestle in one of these.
I kind of want to wrestle. It makes me want to wrestle every time I watch it.
Oh, is he going a little
Hendrix?
Oh, but he's going NWO.
Okay, I'm
right, now it's a party. Now, look, he's got the Mad Talk shirt on. We're good.
I didn't even do this for you.
As long as you got the beer glass.
The man has felt. I'm disappointed that he shaved his goatee. That was part of the gimmick.
Oh, is he going the Goldberg gimmick?
Well, I mean, he had it. He had the goatee during the promos.
Is that a Stalemate shirt? That guy's got a Stalemate shirt underneath the... I don't think it's white. I think it's more of a cream jacket than it is a white jacket.
You can't tell because of the reflection off the yellow mat. We talked about that. See all that yellow under his arm and armpit? That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh.
That's exactly a great example. So imagine a...
There you go, Jason.
Nice.
See, that's... And you got the big ball. You got the big dog, too, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, because I sent... Because didn't you have one topple off the table?
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
See, now we got the quad box going. We got the chat live. We're watching. Thank you for making the speakeasy dream come true. Because this is what this whole damn building was built for. All right, Zach.
Awesome.
So is it 1.5, 1.5? I haven't even paid any attention.
Yes.
I just been drinking.
I thought they said it was 1, 2, 2 for like
the high school kids. It was 1, 1.5, 1.5. The adults, it's 1, 2, 2.
Man, look at that old school Team Ohio Fargo singlet. That's like, man. I remember those singlets.
What video game is the Stalemate singlets based on? I can't place it.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter. Yeah.
Is that what it is? Street Fighter? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Round
Street
1.
Fighter or Bad Dudes?
Fight. No, Bad Dudes was more of a blocked, like kind of like it looked like it was chiseled and like kind of roughed up, like a distressed kind of a block distressed.
That's right.
So one of these guys is an MMA fighter, right? And then the other one's beating Dylan Dennis.
Zero first period.
Trash talking teacher. I love it.
They had the clock at 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, that's going to change things.
Like, yo, it's your time.
Okay.
Where's that cold spray? I'm going to huff the cold spray. Just knock me out.
Actually, that in Oslo, I had a funny thought because the dude was like, guy's head was injured. I don't even know in what way his head was injured. And one of the trainers had cold spray in his hand. And I'm like, that would be funny as shit if they like hit your forehead with cold spray.
Like, jeez.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like your promo for Bosch. Jeez.
My wife is talking trash because I'm drinking cheap beer in my Matt Talk glass.
What cheap beer are you drinking though? I'll be the judge of that.
Oh, it's cheap. Corpse Light.
Oh. Hazard calls it Diet Coors.
Oh, Coors Light.
I actually have that in the fridge because, not on purpose, I didn't buy it. So my neighbors went to like a work. There's no scoring, by the way, so we're still not like. Anyway, my neighbors came back from something like, hey, we got some beers from our like this party we went to. And I'm like, sure. And there's like some like Oscar Blues stuff on the top, and then underneath it was like 3 really good crafts, and then underneath it was like 6 Coors Lights. I'm like,
Well, I've got 2 craft beers, but they both have a Best By date in February. So those aren't getting drunk.
I've been aging actually, I'm going to the Dark Father release party at Bentbrew Distillery tomorrow. Last year, I bought a bottle of their Imperial Stout. It's been cellaring in my fridge for a year.
Nice.
So
Very nice.
So actually, that reminds me.
Okay.
I need to text my buddy Mitch. Be like, is he butt dragging him with his own foot?
That was a nice
Oh, yeah.
sample.
I mean,
Oh,
Okay, Zach's
wow.
gonna score
Coming
here.
out the back.
oh,
That's
yes,
danger. Yeah.
Dylan Dennis. That's
he's
what
gonna pin him.
freaking happens.
He's gonna pin him. There it is. The Hebrew hammer. The substitute teacher. Got it.
Shalom,
done.
motherfuckers. We can say that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll say it if you won't.
Well, what do you think of the shoe game here? We've talked about the jack. I'm trying to get somebody else to bite on the shoe game with me, but Tony
What is he
was.
wearing?
I'm not in that game.
Yeah, he's got some Jordan 4s. I think they're Oreos. All right, here he goes. I need to turn it up. I've got it down too low.
No, it's them. Their audio is really low.
No, I have it low on the screen because you guys are coming through as well. So
Oh.
I didn't route the audio as such, but all right, Jersey gets a win. So what do we got? Virginia's got a win. Jersey's got a win. Of course, Iowa's got wins.
Who wrestled from Virginia?
Billy.
Oh, is that match already over?
Yeah, it was the first one.
That was the first match. It was the curtain jerker.
We just ruined his night.
I was putting my kid down to bed.
The Neon Tiger. Oh, got the eye wrestle.
How'd that match go?
Hager's. It was actually pretty exciting for a 7-1 match.
What'd you say, honey?
We thought Becca was going to turn. Becca did turn her, got a 1 count. I mean, she had the length and the third. She's down 7-0 and on top, and like the length was like, holy crap! I mean, she had her over for a 1 count, and had she settled back, she could have ended it. It was
the
it
girl
was
rolled
exciting.
through. She didn't know how to catch the arm and roll through. She great.
Chad Benshoof asking, "What's Tony eating tonight?"
I'm eating a salad. It's awesome.
Yeah. So Tony, I don't know if you remember Chad. We met him. Well, I know him, but you met him at the where were we at? The Fargo Brewing Company thing. So he was with the Blue Chip crew.
Nice. Oh yeah.
I could have gotten my Missouri
Hey Chad.
glass out. That's back over here.
Up.
Elijah Jeffrey. He was
somebody jumped the whistle.
Elijah Jeffrey's a Northern Illinois guy, if I'm not mistaken. From Iowa. I think he wrestled at NIU. Not to be confused.
Oh, did
yeah,
you
we
not?
were. Yeah.
Chad, I haven't forgotten. I remember the social. It was awesome.
Then we ended up at the turf afterwards.
I mean, no big surprise.
Like I said, that's not where you it's not where you start, that's where you end the night.
Did we where do we go after the Blue Chip?
No, we went to the turf. Because I think we were there, or do we go to Herd and Horns and then usually that's the route. You go somewhere, then to Herd and Horns, then to the turf.
Because wasn't there a thing at Herd and Horns?
Yeah, I think we went there too.
Oh,
ow!
He just crunched that guy.
Ow!
Dang! Call the pin. Get him out of his misery.
Dude.
Oh, time.
That's right. Yeah, somebody went to the turf in an Uber. We rode with Mike Moore from Wrestling Mindset. The former FBI guy with the perfect hair.
Oh, he was FBI. That's
Yeah.
cool.
My goodness.
Is that like a long leg sleeve, or is that just the
It's leg sleeve.
skinniest knee brace ever?
It's leg sleeve.
That's the Jeremiah Brockenbrough leg sleeve from Perry McClure. John gets that one.
Yeah. I never understood that, man.
He was
I
so mad at
wrestled-
state finals. They wouldn't let him wear his leggings because
I wrestled,
they actually weren't legal because they have to be. I don't know. They have to be like they can't be connect. It can't be like baseball stirrups, but they have to be like I don't know. It was some weird thing, and his were illegal. They were like gymnastics leggings instead of wrestling ones.
I wrestled a guy at the Commonwealth Games, God, 15 years ago, 16 years ago, who was like a 102 state champion back in the 80s or 90s from Perry McClure. He's big.
Was it
Big
Landon
dude.
Camper? Was it?
It might be. Had long hair.
Yeah.
Dude
Big beard.
could move. Yeah. I weighed like 180 and I wrestled him. And for the first period, that dude could keep up with me. And then it fell apart because, But yeah, it was a good time.
Landon Camper. Yeah, that guy.
He wore the leggings.
That was a Perry McClure thing, though.
It was. I never understood it.
8-0 lead for. That's Jeffrey in the red, right? Okay. Sam White's got his name on his thing. That makes it easy for me. I haven't seen Sam White wrestle. I mean, I know he's on the first card, but I haven't seen him wrestle since forever. I would probably be educated if I listened to Corby more, but I'm listening to you guys, so.
Did y'all see the Stalemates tweet after the Gold Roast match?
No, it wasn't.
Let's pull it up. Let's see if I can find it.
I say I can send it.
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
Oof. This is painful to watch.
What, with the Vince McMahon tweet? Or, oh, wait.
Yes,
there it is. There it is. I'm going to retweet that. There we go.
Zach just said that guy was really strong. That's funny.
Yep. William Jewell. I got some William Jewell gear around here somewhere. D2. I think they were NAI when they dropped the program. I want to say in 84. I should actually know that.
I want to know more about this guy's walking stick back here.
He's got a weapon.
That's the dude that was in Billy's corner. That guy was in Billy's corner. The Virginia is for lovers shirt, and I
That's
think it's probably
9.
for intimidation.
Well, his beard is intimidating enough.
Yeah,
Well, the guy next to him's got one of the Hall of Fame shirts.
I'll mail you my wish list. There you go. Nice. Bold.
Everybody, let's rock. Okay, I'm a little off. So if you heard that, it's probably not matching up. Let's see what we got.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Okay, they said that's McGregor's walkout.
Oh no, it's Sinead O'Connor.
Channeling his inner Kevin Gadsden.
Gadsden Legacy. Dude, I love the Virginia duels. Camden Catholic out of New Jersey would wear those Fighting Irish green robes with the big white trim, and they come out for the march. Like we have these the final parade where all the teams line up, and the Hall of Famers come out, and it's like this big thing. And then Alaverdi used to sing the anthem and all that stuff, and then they do it, and then here come the robes, and Camden Catholic just looked like a bunch of badasses walking out, the whole team in these robes. And it said Fighting Irish across the back. It was just kind of fitting.
That's something I definitely need to do. I've never been to the duels.
Been going since 1995. Missed 2 in the middle because the NWCA made me go to the national duels 1 year, and I lived in Minnesota the other.
Speaking of national duels, you think journeyman duels are going to take that title this year? I mean, might as well.
No, because it's not the national duels. The national duels is actually owned by the NWCA. It's a copyrighted name.
Yeah, and the teams aren't going to hit that you want to hit.
Yeah, if people were thinking Penn State and Iowa are going to meet there, no, it's not going to happen.
Well, it's definitely not going to be Iowa and Virginia Tech.
That won't happen anywhere. It's only happened once since, and that was in a pool when Virginia Tech wasn't as good yet. People forget about that one though. That was it was weird because it was that when they went to the regionals or tried to do a 4 different sites or 6 different sites and brought them together. It was like Northern Iowa, Virginia Tech, and Oregon State. It was like Iowa and 3 alums that went to Iowa. Like because Zaleski was still at Oregon State. It was Dresser, and then you had Schwab. So, Kevin, what's up, man?
We are talking about beer primarily and wrestling. We're watching a wrestling event.
Kevin's another PA announcer, but he's also a wrestling official.
So that's why you don't understand what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're watching an event called Stalemates Street League, which is I guess I would say he's kind of a friend of all of us, really, even though some of us haven't met him before. A guy named Zach created this thing called Stalemates, which was it's kind of like a goofy internet, like a Springer type of recap show, and then it looking at all the stuff that's like Springer on Twitter, and then doing little recaps of it, calling it the Internet Tea, a little snarky, and he's kind of created a little following, and this is his second event, so
he's also got his fan.
Oh, you're watching.
Oh, you are watching it. Okay, I didn't know if you were watching. You said we're no clue what we were talking about. That's what we were talking about. So, all right. I could put the World Series on. I don't know if my screen.
I don't need to see that.
No.
But go for it.
Well, you don't have to look what's behind me. I'll just move my head here.
No, I'm just joking. I'm 1, salty because of the way that San Francisco lost, and 2, I just.
All right, so here's the thing: you got the cheaters versus the chop. You really don't care.
I literally don't care. Like. What I'm seeing behind you is as much of the World Series as I've seen.
I'm going Braves just because of...
I think he's watching us in the World Series. I don't think Kevin's watching the wrestling that we are.
No, I think he is. He said, I'm watching this and the world. Oh.
Maybe us being this. So.
Not this, not the wrestling. Well, you got to... Yeah, it's like $4. And you have to sign your life over to... Crowdcast.
Crowdcast is Crowdcast is I don't know. You're in that space a little bit, Tony, but
yeah, no, I get it. It's the platform that they're using to broadcast it. Yeah, sure. I was panicking because it was it wanted all this information. I'm like, maybe no, and then they're like, you have to give it over if you want to see Rebecca Roper wrestle, and I was like, all right, I'll do it. Claw tilt.
This is what I see. This is what I was talking about with Zach on the show the other day. Is when I went to Victory Wrestling Challenge back in Omaha a couple years ago. Look, you've got people there is nobody really here on this card. No offense. Look at it. Who, our friends are wrestling people we know, but if this was billed as a wrestling event and you couldn't sell beer or be social here, where's the allure? This is a social party. Wrestling people things like this. Let's do more cards with VIP tables, and like I went to an MMA fight here in Minneapolis, the Armory, probably 2 years ago. Nobody you'd ever heard of was on the card. Place was basically full, and there was like bottle service and like just like a bunch of, it was like, it's meatheads hitting each other. I'm like, why does this get more crowd than like the Gopher duels or something? Oh wait, you can go dressed to the nines, get trashed, and feel important because you're sitting cage side. There is something to be said about mat side and table side seats plus beer.
Absolutely.
I mean, who doesn't want a drunk Mac Ryder sitting mat side? Sorry, Mac, if you're not watching. Chad pointing this out. There's a rugby team here with a VIP table. Beer has been flying.
I spotted Mark Lundy in the background there. He's shooting. I'm going to text him. Distract him.
Braves just went up.
Is that him right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Camo jacket kind of gave it away.
You mean you could see him
watch his
with the
phone
camo
is gonna-
jacket on?
Say what?
You could see him with the camo jacket on?
No, but I know he's wearing it.
Oh, no, it was a nice throwback.
Oh, was that a dad joke, Austin?
A little bit.
Yeah,
I just want to know how many miles has Corby put on since kind of joining the wrestling media fray?
How many what?
Miles. That guy's been everywhere.
Miles.
And he has his own business with autistic kids, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, he explained that when he's been in here. I've had how many speakeasy? Richard was in here before it had a bar. So I don't know if that counts yet. Because the speakeasy wasn't actually finished yet. And then Scott Green was in here last week. And then the guy from SE Wrestle was in on the way to Fargo, and then Corby and Josh from Mad Scouts Willie's group was in here on the way to Fargo. Sitting over there, and then there's the edge of the bar. Got some Virginia stuff on the wall there, John. I know it's the other part of the state, but
yeah, that's okay. Virginia's Virginia.
The ABA,
Except
the
where
internet.
I'm at.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You're freaking out there, man.
You have no idea. Did you see the picture I posted on Twitter the other day?
Oh, no.
The dude was driving down the road and he had a noose hanging off the back of his truck.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's Southwest Virginia for you.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, whenever there's an Allen Iverson documentary, they go to the one family in my hometown that's still flying the flag. So it's like, damn it, why do they got to go to those people's house every single time?
Well, there's the one guy, lives right off 95 that's got the giant flag, like a car dealership size flag that he flies.
Dude, there was a business in Newport News. We used to laugh about it all the time. But it was called Dixie Trailer Sales, and it sold like RVs and stuff. Frank Lapoli's calling me. I don't think I need to. I'll call Frank.
Chad, I did not hear about the scuffle.
Not Foley. Fully caffeinated.
Okay.
The Campbell, the Campbell super fan who came at me on Facebook the other day or Twitter the other day.
Yeah,
he was a patron, and then I revoked the Discord access based on a couple things.
He posted a thing a little bit ago saying, I got a new guide to the 21-22 season from Fanco for only $9, and it's so great. And it was everything I could do. Well, I know. I mean, it's nothing against Fanco.
I bought it.
It was.
I wanted to see what Josiah was doing. He's got a DX shirt.
It was
But
definitely
he's coming out to
big.
Florida? Is that Florida?
Oh, I like the shorts. That's nice. Nice and ripped up. He's a good kid.
No, I actually I saw because I wanted to do with the preview guide. The preview guide to make it like a. I love those singlets. Yeah, I think that was the first the singlet from the first event.
That's funny.
Oh yeah,
we
the
go.
Jordans.
Oh wow, he's wearing
The
short.
chain.
Like
No, that's the singlet.
oh, I thought those had pockets.
Those are awesome.
Wait, so
Yeah,
he's wearing shorts over a singlet?
No, that's the
No,
singlet.
oh,
It makes it look like
sorry. And
From the
they're
first
faux
event.
pockets. That's funny.
I just want to know if Joey Laser is going to throw a spladle.
He's gonna try. You know he will. I met him at a craps table in Vegas. Like I met him.
Oh, here comes the funk. No, but the
Two cats in the bag.
Josiah's little preview guy was pretty good. I mean, it was worth the money for sure.
Oh, I'm not knocking at it. It was the way he phrased it. It was obviously a dig at you.
I've got him on mute. I don't care. I don't
agree.
give a shit what he says. You know, just because you got a little bit of money doesn't mean you get to tell me what to do. So, and just because you contribute to my network and you're a patron doesn't mean I have to put up with your shit.
That was sick.
Oh no, y'all are.
There's a good. The dude in red was levitating there for a minute. That was pretty funny.
Wow, that was 4.
What's
Look
an
at him.
egg
He's
roll?
laughing. He's like, "What the?" Colton McChrystal's like, "What? What was that?"
What's an egg roll?
I don't know. I mean, other than obviously what I get from China Tiger down the street.
What's up?
God, if anybody, the chat, I'm sorry, the word vintage should be banned from any wrestling discussion.
The what should be banned?
The word vintage.
Okay.
Oh, vintage Laser there. Oh, vintage Burrows there. Or vintage, shut up. I hate it. I don't hate it as much as that other word, but I've actually kind of gotten over that. Every time I see that, I just put a bowling ball emoji. Oh, is he going to do the Storniolo mat? Oh, he's way off the mat.
What's the other word?
It sounds like pinball. Actually, it autocorrects to pinball, believe it or not. When I was the moderator of the mat.com, I actually made it a banned word. So if you typed it, it would go back to you could change the word to say pin or fall, but if you typed it both together, it wouldn't. And I had every variation of it.
Huh.
So yeah. And people are like, "You're just taking this shit too seriously." I'm like, "Yeah, but I was the moderator at the time." So
I love that it's gotten popular only because it bothers you.
well,
Like,
it's funny because
Aspen
it
uses
was
it.
way before Flow too. It was way before Piles and those guys got a hold of it. It was Jake Herbert who got a hold of it. And once Jake gets a hold of something and annoys you with it, you're done.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Yeah, we were at the All-Star Classic." He goes, I pinfalled that guy. I'm like, "You son of a bitch." And he just laughed right at me. This is 2006, I want to say.
Oh, that was a nice flip. Or
Oh, nice.
defense into a wizard.
Oh, the laser's gassing. He gassed there.
Yeah, I guess the word, John, is if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's there to hear it, if somebody makes fun of you on Twitter and you can't even see it anyway, and nobody actually cares, does it actually make a difference?
Kinda.
I just hate how
Zach B's on the call now.
Yeah, I see him back there.
into the program he is, because Campbell's not a bad program.
Dude, you want to announce a Campbell OD?
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
This is legal starting position. It is a legal starting position.
Yes. Yes.
That is a legal starting position.
Let's go.
Goes so well. That's hysterical.
That's like Ray Brinzer used to start in that position all the time.
What would he then go for?
The crazy son of a bitch did it.
Oh, yeah, somebody's in the chat. That's a ref. Zach's got big plans now. He's talking about a Street League draft now.
Street League duels.
By the way, I got a little secret surprise coming to Willie and Corby next week. Hopefully it gets delivered and they get it. Oh, Earl's calling out Spay in the chat. Cradles. Got a little blur in the background.
Oh, yeah, I'd seen the egg roll before.
Where's Earl calling out?
In the chat on the side over there. He wants a draft. Well, Jagger, no surprise who he calls out.
It's a reverse referee's position. Best way to describe it.
I'm guessing goat is probably Pelican Head.
No, that's the gosh, what's that guy's name?
Is it oldest and greatest?
No.
Who wrestled on the first card, right?
Yes. That's PSU wrestling fan, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I don't know if is that I'm not familiar.
Me.
I'm actually curious what this looks like if we do it that way. I don't know. Let's see. Half screen. Could also do. We don't. No, nobody wants that.
Handles.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Or that. No, kind of like this a little bit. This is.
Shout out to Fantasy Fight League. That's funny.
It's bat night at the ballpark. Oh, too soon?
Okay, yeah. I wonder who that
What
was.
interesting week on Twitter. Let's bring Tony back in.
It's been a fun week for sure.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think-
Is that what you refer to it as?
I don't like that. Let's try this one. We got all four. Okay, that's. Oh, the puppy's in town.
That's the noodle. He's interested in the salad bowl.
Yeah, my dog is bell trained now, and it's just like bring. I'm like, jeez.
Hey, noodle. You want to trust him? Oh boy,
What do we got?
I don't know.
I want more Jonathan Dennis. Like last time, the Grandview dude with the giant mullet. Dude,
Zach should trim all these guys, like give them all haircuts. Ridiculous.
That's how he has to do the interviews. The guys that are local, he puts a camera in front of the thing and it's like, so how you gonna interview the guy, giving him a haircut.
Yeah, and doing
That'd be
crazy
good.
stuff with their beards and stuff.
Yeah, so it's just like kick me in the back. Like in Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. I'm still waiting for somebody to come out with move, bitch, get out the way, oh, sorry. All right. I love it how my wife, will text me from upstairs. How many matches we got left? Austin, do you know?
2. This one,
Two.
one more.
This one and one more? Okay. Should be done shortly. This is where I love iMessage or messages. Like, I got it over here. I can text the wife without even using the phone.
Chad, Jason can do that. That last match was right. It was just kind of crazy.
Oh, it was as one of the refs in the chat called it was there was like a reverse starting position. So it's like it's
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to describe it.
yeah. Like you know it when you see it. If that makes any sense.
Right.
I mean,
so his
Chad, you've
knee
been
and
around
leg-
wrestling long enough to know it. It's like looks like a reverse lift from folk style.
Yeah, his knee and leg were in the same position they have to be, but then his inside hand went to the elbow and his far hand went around the waist.
Damn. John, so are you going to make it out to any Emery and Henry duels?
That's the plan. My wife was actually asking me about it today. My kid, Hudson, the 4-year-old, went to their wrestling camp, their one-day wrestling camp.
Yeah, I don't know anything about their coach.
He was a football coach. I don't know much about him.
You're
if I
getting
remember
called
right, he
out, oldest and
wrestled
greatest.
at a school around here.
Austin, you're getting called out.
Are you oldest and greatest?
No,
I'm
Austin. Oldest and greatest is in
Oh,
the
yeah,
the
that's
Crowdcast chat called Austin out.
Who is
No,
that?
Austin's air early, as everybody should know. Actually, trying to think, Tony, were you guys met in Fort Worth?
Did we?
Tony, you were out with us that night at the or did you go out with us that night? I
don't
can't
think he was
remember.
there.
Well, odds are good I did, but which time in Fort Worth?
It was one of the. Let's see. It was when I went up with Earl, and
I don't think Tony was there.
you might not have been there. You might have been processing because I think, or you met us out later. I'm trying to think.
Could Austin and Immel be like cousins?
I've often thought that. Haven't actually said it though.
Hey.
Yeah,
Well,
you
because
guys
of
do.
these,
You
like
guys
I
do
Kinda
look
sounded like,
somewhat.
too.
Yeah.
So the coach of Emery and Henry wrestled at Southern Virginia and was an All-American there. In
Probably
2009.
the NCAA All American.
Yeah, it was or NWCA.
No,
Or-
NCAA.
Oh,
NWCA is the Coaches Association. This NCAA is the National Collegiate Wrestling Association. The clubs.
Yeah, they have it wrong on the website. Well, they have the right name, but the wrong acronym.
Yeah, so does Cal Baptist. I looked up them today because Pirate asked me a question, and I went to see where Lenny Zaleski, like when he took over the gig at California Baptist is what they prefer to be called now.
Not long ago. Not that long
But
ago.
it was during their transition from NAIA to D2. So he coached them 2 years at the NCWA, but it says NWCA on their thing. I'm like, you know what? It's alphabet soup.
She, the assistant coach, wrestled at King.
So I think I've got a
All-American.
Blacksburg trip this year, by the way. So I think I'm going to fly into Bristol or Tri-City, go to a King Limestone women's duel, drive to Tech for the Duke weekend, and then drive back to Bristol, fly out to Little Rock and announce the Little Rock. What do they got that weekend? I think they got Arizona State. So I think I'm going to do 3 schools in 4 days because I owe Tech a trip. And I figure that's easier to do than try to double up with the Ohio State Gardner Webb weekend.
I'm going down to Gardner Webb on the 19th of December with a friend of mine to watch them wrestle Campbell, Mason, and Ohio.
That could be thrilling. Chad, attendance to the Virginia duels, never really stellar. It's been good some years, but I don't know what we're expecting post-COVID. So when we get the better New Jersey PA teams come, it's pretty good.
I'm heading down to Campbell to watch them wrestle UTC. I got invited by the coach after Caffeinated and I had it out a while back. He invited me to a match.
Oh, cool. Chad will be at the Virginia duels. Kick ass. So Chad's watching on Facebook. What else do we got? So we got Chad's on Facebook. Where's my scroll? My scroll's not going anywhere. Kevin was on Facebook. Gardner was on Twitch.
Greer was on Facebook.
You're chatting in the Discord.
I'm pretty impressed you got all this tied together. That
Well,
couldn't be
it's
easy.
I can't take credit for it. Restream actually has like a repeater. So if you're watching on Facebook, you're getting the chats that it says Restream, kind of what it looks like in the Discord.
Mhm.
It tells you where it's coming from. So like
Still,
I
it's
can
pretty
chat.
slick.
I can chat over here in the Discord. I'll type that there. It'll pop up, and where it's from with the icon. So that's where if you're multi-screaming, it's whether if you go. I've got one other person's watching in Rockfin, so it's not like it's the question. Where do we spend the time with these platforms?
You typed that and it took Austin about 3 seconds to put an emoji on it.
That's right.
Your emoji game, man. It's quick.
It's on. I got to use my own emoji while I can.
Yeah, it's in there. I got rid of the camel emoji. As I was saying, back in the day when ODU would wrestle Campbell at like the field house, ODU field house, there would literally be 12 people there. And then the people coaching against each other, Dave Auble and Gray Simons, they were freaking Olympians.
There you go. There's my emoji.
That's definitely a Twitch emoji because that's not showing up in the I'm looking at that in the Discord.
Bald is beautiful.
Bismar one bald is bald beautiful icon. So we do that. We close them. I don't know. Could be. Let's see. Do I put a Street League back there? Can't really. Oh, I'll go with the Street League background right there. Stay brand. What is that? I was like, is that Dogecoin? All right, so who won that match? Like I said, we've been just basically. This is an excuse not to bullshit and talk wrestling with friends. So
this guy won.
Vorpal, what the blood trail? What you? These are all your gamer emojis, aren't they, Austin?
Don't judge me.
I see you guys in over there be like, is playing Call of Duty or some shit like that. Whatever it tells you. Like, I don't know.
Why are you spying on me?
Well, because I've got Discord open and you've set your status to say that.
And it just does it automatically.
Yeah. Like I haven't run my Nintendo Switch through this yet. Although, what do I got? I got one of these things in here. Tempted to use the one of these guys that everybody loves to use in the gaming world. The old Cam Link.
So homegirl on the camera back there looks really excited to be there.
Then there's the $10 version, and then the $150 version. The Cam Link and the Can't Link.
Main event time.
Dealer Reg! Dealer Reg! It's
The
Gerald
hammer's in the
backwards.
background. I see him.
Who is?
Zach Goldrosen.
Oh. I love it when I just get a text from Julia that just says, yikes. So Gerald Harris was one of the original posters like on the mat.com. He still posts there.
What's his username?
Gerald backwards, so it's D-Lareg.
Okay.
He is taking his time.
Okay, Corby.
I'm intrigued now. I'm engaged.
I want Dr. Rhino on the card.
Yes. Dr. Rhino versus John Van Brill.
Yes. Please.
I'd pay to see
Please.
that.
I'll pay for that.
Oh, yes. 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 I love it.
He's got a whole posse with him.
He better win because he's going to look. Oh, he's going fight shorts.
Love it. Love
If you
it.
lose like this, you never live it down, do you?
He's a high school wrestling coach. He's still wrestling. All right, who's arguing in the chat over here? This is like, you've got to have
Waters and Kyle.
you son of a bitch, Kyle. All right. How is Mikey England going to top this? What do we got? Oh no! Oh my god!
John jumped in there and told him to
That's
calm
pretty
down.
sick. Is he gonna wrestle in that? That would be so awesome if he just wrestled in that. He should have headgear over it. That's the only thing that could make that any. Wow.
Oh my god. This is only going to keep getting better.
It did.
This is so worth it right now.
How's he
Oh
gonna
my
come
god!
off?
This is the
It's
best
gotta be
$4
Carol.
you'll ever spend. Now, can he get him off
That's
over the shoe? Oh, okay. Now, I do have a friend that wore a Spider-Man costume to a Halloween party at Virginia Tech and pissed himself at the party.
Sounds like
Hey,
Virginia
But
Tech.
there's a whole
Those things are hard
pile
to
of
get
people
off.
around him, and then he just kind of went around. Chad, Mikey England just came out wearing a Spider-Man suit,
Full Spider-Man suit.
full Spider-Man
Hood,
suit,
all of it.
and Gerald Harris came out with a posse and is in a
And it came out backwards.
freak
like-
backwards with a fight robe. All right. Okay, he put the top on.
You know who we really need to get on this is BC LaPrade.
Oh my God.
No
Yes.
singlet for Gerald Harris.
BC is last we were hanging out when he was red shirt, and he's hanging out where he probably shouldn't have been at the Virginia Duels after party, and it was like, BC, there's a reason you're named after a headache powder.
I talked to him on Twitter. That dude's a hoot.
Well, it's funny because his dad runs into me one year. We're at Tab. I'm coming back from the Virginia Duels, and we're at Tab High School. Picoson's wrestling in a quad at Tab, and I'm walking in, and he goes, "Hey, didn't I meet you in Fargo?" I'm like, "Sir, you're going to have to be more specific. We're at a bar, sir. You're going to have to be more specific. We're at the turf." I said, "Sir, you're going to have to be more specific." It was BC's dad.
He's got a great video of his dad riding a unicycle on his
Oh,
Twitter
it's pinned
page.
on his Twitter. Yeah,
Yeah.
dad's hilarious.
Have you ever seen those motorized unicycles?
I don't know. But what about those one-wheel stupid things that are going around right now?
The one wheel, it's just the board.
It's the board and one like big giant like NASCAR
Yeah,
miniature
those have been
NASCAR
out for a
tire.
while. I had a nephew biffed at like 40 miles an hour in one.
Oh,
Seems very difficult to.
I was gonna say Gerald was gonna hit Mikey with a little his own side headlock medicine. Mikey was pretty good at that. Why isn't Stalemate Street League sponsored by a tattoo shop too?
Should be sponsored by 8 Balls Tattoo Shop and Ice Cream Parlor.
Please tell me that's not a real place.
It should be if it's not.
I was gonna say, is that some Troutville type shit right there?
Yes, it is.
Botetourt County type shit. Yes, I'm making fun of. That's inside jokes between here. I'm making fun of Southwest Virginia, even though it's probably the only place in
Is that where
Virginia I
Ohio's
would
from?
move back to. Would be Southwest Virginia.
There's parts of it that are better than others.
I could live out just outside of Salem.
Oh, yeah. Roanoke County, the good parts of Roanoke County are really nice.
Not so much Carroll County.
No.
Sorry, that's a shot at old J.R. South. I don't know if you remember him. He wrestled at Carroll County.
I don't remember him, but my wife did.
Oh,
the
he's
guy
going
from
high fly.
Carroll County.
What's that called again, Chael Sonnen?
Right.
What do you call it? A death grip? The Gator Bacon high flyer elevator? Like, nobody. I've never heard anybody in my life call it a death grip. I mean, college rules, I think that's two.
Nice, Granby.
You're ahead of me a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, your head.
I should hit refresh.
That is
then.
nice, Granby.
Yeah, I was so far behind you
He didn't
guys.
get
I had to
out.
refresh it.
Ooh.
It's only good unless it scores. No, it's only good if it scores. Oh, they're calling it out.
Didn't they have push-outs at the first event?
Interestingly, I mean, I haven't been watching this like every second, but how many push-outs have there actually been? Like just genuinely 1 point push-outs. Have you seen
I don't
any?
know. Oh, he got out. You get it? Yeah. Okay, he got out. That's the one thing people rip on the Grammy. They're like, it doesn't work in college. For escapes,
no.
it does.
Yes, it does.
John Cerritos was impossible to hold down in college because he took a little side roll action because they know as if you held on to it, you were going over. Because it wasn't. It was a really tight, almost forced Granby. It wasn't as like picturesque as like the shoulder roll actually is, but it was short, quick, and like boom, it was pretty quick. He was real good with it.
I went to their camp, God, back when I was 17. It was intense.
What, the one at Hampton, Sydney?
Mm-hmm. That was back when Patrick Bond was a junior or senior. I can't remember because I wrestled him, and it didn't go well.
No, a lot of people didn't go well with him.
He was ranked number 1 overall in the country, wasn't he?
So me and Frank Lapoli made like a gentleman's bet. Like when he was a freshman, I was like, man, I don't know if he'll be able to handle his monster seniors at 189, you know? And Frank goes, he'll place at every tournament he ever wrestles in. It was okay. It was just a simple dollar. And I'm like, Patrick's a freshman. This is like 2000. I don't know. I really didn't know a whole lot then. And come to find out, Patrick actually didn't place at senior nationals. It's just like, because he lost to John Jones and Tyler Sorensen who ended up wrestling South Dakota State.
He did okay in college, right? But he wasn't.
He never placed. I think he was 4-time qualifier, never placed.
That's right. I think I remember looking up his brackets.
I think he diced his knee, I think, in the offseason and was never the same, really.
I mean, he was a monster in high school.
All right, 3-2. We got. Oh, Chad's talking out for a ride-out win. I don't want to see folk style criteria.
I also don't want to see folk style at all.
I don't mind it. I hate 3-2-104 riding time. I hate that.
I think they could come up with something maybe cleaner and faster. It goes on forever, and I don't know. I'm not a fan of just limitless time takedown. Wow, and
that's a reversal.
Oh,
that was a
Shane
clear
Sparks
reversal.
Just jizzed his pants.
Wait. Were they neutral?
Wait.
Yeah, they were neutral.
Wait.
Okay.
One?
Okay.
That might have been
What?
Riding time.
2. Wow.
Why was it only 1? It wasn't a takedown?
No, it was he was down by a point, but he had riding time against.
Oh, okay. It was still a nice return.
Free wrestling.
I brought that to wrestling, I think. Anybody say that before me?
I don't know. I don't keep track.
Free wrestling.
You didn't get to say it in Texas when I was down there, so.
I don't know. I did bring the PA announcer scavenger hunt to wrestling.
Oh, snap.
They're grinding now. Oh, it's over. Yeah.
You know what? Even with this crazy walkout, even with the walkout, we're saying you better win with that type of walkout. He's good. That was a great match.
That was a great match.
You lose in overtime in a war like that.
Great match.
How about
didn't
that? A
embarrass
main event
yourself.
match actually is the main event.
Yeah. All right, boys, gentlemen, I'm gonna go take a shower. As discussed, great talking to you. TB, I'll be back in the speakeasy during some of these college events.
Jagger, typing. Give me the shout from. I don't know. Anyway. All right, T-Row, thanks for jumping in and
See you guys.
enticing everybody else to jump in. See,
Later.
if it was just me, Austin wouldn't even be here. That's because of you, Tony.
Oh, all right, cool.
You got to have it.
Great talking to you guys.
One is just a pathetic. I don't want to be the other guy. But when there's two
Yeah,
guys talking, you want to be
I'll
the
jump
third.
in.
Although
Yeah.
technically Dylan jumped in first and he didn't stick around.
All right, see you guys.
Later.
Later.
Says the man drinking Pliny the Elder. Oh boy, Mikey's gonna talk. Look out. I got a bad mustache. I got cool tattoos.
That's not a bad mustache. That's a great mustache.
Dude, Gerald Harris is coaching kids at preseason nationals tomorrow.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Good for him, man.
Wow.
I need to get him on the show just because of that. I gotta go to one of these damn things.
Street League 3 into the spring.
Yeah, it's kind of it'd be hard to do during the season.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do it during the season. I think he wanted to get this one through.
Yeah, because we actually have. Actually, you know what? We have college matches tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah.
Hold on, let's bring them up. Bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. I got the This Week in Wrestling via courtesy of Seton Hall Pirate. And which I actually paid the Pirate today for his This Week in Wrestling stuff, the weekend previews. Since he's been doing every division, I've actually been using it. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to not use him. So I sent him $200 for the usage of his schedule
It's a good deal.
because it helps me do the scoreboard. So let's see. Matches tonight: Avila and York. The one in Nebraska. Hold on, what's Gerald saying? Hold on. I think he just called out the dude with the bow staff.
I'm not sure that guy's 40. He's at least 35.
He could
All right.
wrestle with the bow staff, though.
So Chad has a
that
request
evens it
for
up.
results. Let's see if we've got any results here. Seasons.
Good stuff tonight. Who knew Spider-Man could wrestle like that?
Okay, York beat Avila 31-9. Wayland Baptist beat York 33-15, and York beat Hannibal LaGrange. That can't be right. 51-10 is not an accurate score because you cannot have 61 points in a dual meet.
Uh,
The most you can have is 60.
the penalties would be negative points, so yeah.
Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well,
7.
That's not true because you get the extra point for tiebreakers, right?
No, total score. You can have 10 pins times 6 is 60.
I thought for a tiebreaker, they give one extra point to the team that wins the tiebreaker if there's tied at the end, right?
Well, yeah, technically how are you going to decide a 30-30 dual meet tie? Because they're all false.
False? Well, forfeits. You could have forfeits.
Yeah, but they're all counted as 6-point wins.
Oh. I got
Actually,
nothing.
most wins, non-pin, first takedown. That's how you would describe it. That's right. All right. Well, I'm going to shut down the stream there. So now we've got, So actually, they actually had it wrong because they added an exhibition match into the team score. When you click it open, it's 46-10, which would make sense because we've got actually and only one forfeit, which is nice considering sometimes you get way too many forfeits. How many do we have? Yeah, no forfeits in Avila and York. First-year programs, you always got to worry if they don't have the numbers yet. But
That's impressive.
Graham Carwath at Avila's a pretty interesting story with him too. He didn't wrestle at Williams Baptist. He showed up. I think his brother was there, and next thing you know, he's coaching with Carrie Regner, and then he ends up being a coach at Lindenwood Belleville. School is closing, shutting down. So then he goes to McMurray. School closes. It's like the last two times this guy had a job. Not only did Belleville's closed, McMurray's closed. Yeah. But I've had Graham on the show. It's one to go back on. So. What do we got? 9:01, right around 2 hours. I'd say this was a pretty successful launch into the new season of Watchin Wrestling. What do you think, gentlemen?
Yeah, I agree. It was
I'm
a
stoked.
good card.
Yeah, I mean, and then thing is, so what we're gonna have once the season starts? I won't be next week. I'll be in Little Rock, and then I'll be in La Crosse the weekend after that. But I think Sunday afternoons, I might throw it up, and then I'll be sitting at the bar. We'll have a couple matches open, and be like, "Holy crap! Did you see what happened over there?" I'm gonna find a way to try to bring the track scoreboard. For those that do it, a live scoring into a screen, so we can at least have a live scoring. I'm not trying to break any copyrights or anything. So, all right. Well, I think I got to put the kids to bed. So, anything else before we leave, gentlemen?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Good
Yeah,
time.
do this
Looking
again.
forward to the
Yeah.
next one.
Yeah, let's see. Let's get rid of the chat overlay. Then we can do that. That half screen. I don't know about that, and I don't know about that.
Ooh,
I think that's
too much me.
Yeah, that's too much. That's too much of me too. But all right, gentlemen, I'd like to thank everybody out there chatting. Chad Benshoof. We've had the folks in the Discord. Of course, Wheels out there. His 3D wrestling stats. We've had Kevin Heilbrunner. All sorts of people. I'm gonna go back to watching baseball, drinking beer, and gonna watch the morning show. So those of you watching, thanks for checking us out, gentlemen. Thank you, and see you next time.
Be good, guys.
Peace.